Good morning.
Hello. I cannot think of anything worse than wishing my life away whilst wiping somebody else's arse. YouTube channel's not very good, but he's a nice guy. I'm sorry, Mr. Bolton.
Sorry about that. The only problem with this car is the pedals, much like a Porsche 911, are offset to the left. So they're never quite where you expect them to be, which means that I keep trying to accelerate with the wheel arch. That's a Mark 1.5. Oh, a saloon, only available in gear trim.
Ah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
You're just going to have to pull out after this one here. Just get going. Don't stop. Right, now go quickly. They'll just leave you hanging on for ages otherwise. Lefty Lucy.
Policeman Badger.
Policeman Badger?
Yeah. Don't ask me why.
Yeah, what's it got to do with badgers?
Oh no, I don't. My first girlfriend's mother always used to say it when she saw the policeman.
Oh, Policeman Badger?
Yeah. And she was from the Black Country.
The Badger Country. Could it have something to do with being black and white? Like the uniform?
Ah, I never thought of that.
I just realised you've got your heating on.
Yes, it is winter. It's not on, the blower's not on. Cold-blooded creature is mustard.
Did you turn that down there just because I embarrassed you or something?
No, you just nagged and whinged me into it rather than embarrass me. I'm not embarrassed about liking an ambient temperature above 0.
I didn't actually nag or whinge or anything. No. I just pointed out
that was
your
feeble
heating-
parpage, wasn't it?
It was actually, yeah. Pointed out that you had your heating on, and you said it's winter, but it's not winter yet, and also it's not cold.
That's because I've got the heater on. Yeah.
But I mean, it's not cold outside. How did you know to go left?
Well, in the light of any instructions, I guessed.
Good point. So this again is another treat for me because Boaty's doing the driving. We're on our way over to somewhere rather familiar. Familiar for anyone who watches my videos often. You'll see. Left at the traffic lights. Or even stop first. Yeah, no, that's the trouble actually, is that the windows closed, too warm. Windows open, too noisy.
What is this too warm of which you speak?
It is quite warm, isn't it?
It's about how it should be. We don't all live outside in a freezing yard all year round. That's a big old car, isn't it?
Yeah, it is quite big actually. Yeah.
What do you think of her, that nice lady? Nice lady or
Which one? The
not
one,
nice lady? That one just going into...
What do I think of her?
Yeah, do you think she's a nice lady, or...?
What, is it a nice personality? Or?
I've just answered a pissing question. Do you have
I
to
need to
turn
know what the
everything
question
into
actually
a
is.
debate? Well, you can read into it what you will, interpret it how you wish.
Well, that's going to get me into trouble, isn't it? I'm sure she's a delightfully lovely lady with a very fruity sense of humour and a nice cat.
Oh, you think she's a Kerry cat owner, do you?
Yes. What do you reckon to that Renault there?
The Grand Espace.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Espace was quite a pivotal car, really, wasn't it?
Yep, run out of time. You look like you're going to stop and kick me out.
It's a school safety zone. I'm slowing down to the appropriate speed.
There aren't anybody in the school at the moment.
That's not the point. It's the principal. Or, if you're American, headmaster.
Oh, yes.
Now then, viewers, we are going to move smoothly into 4th gear. Thus. What a delightful gear change that was. I enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. This is fucking gold. This is sunshine. Watch and learn. Watch and learn, my boy.
I feel like you're driving over the lumpiest bits of the road.
Do you?
Yeah, you're not avoiding the lumpy bits, are you not? I mean, you don't have to. It's just...
Is there anything else you'd like to complain about at this point?
Yeah. I'll just get my list out.
That wouldn't surprise me, actually. Why don't you Google it? You cheat on everything else. Somebody said in the comments.
Oh, has he lost a drive shaft down there? Oh no, he's doing a drive shaft at the side of the road.
Somebody picked up in the comments that you cheated at.
Really?
Yeah, at both Australian Woman Off and
the other thing I started googling. Yeah.
Yeah, what was it? Musical Fish.
All right.
And I said, yeah, it's a disgrace. I replied to their comment, yeah, it's a disgrace. I don't know how he sleeps at night. And the reply then came, I would imagine that he sleeps cushioned under stolen hopes and dreams of others. I thought that was absolute genius.
Whoa, you're close to the curb there.
Racing line, my boy.
Yeah, well don't clip the curb.
Taking the apex.
If you clip the curb, then you'll be off the road, and you won't be laughing then.
I wasn't laughing there.
Do you know what? I don't know why I was pleased about you driving, because I'm not a very good passenger at all.
Oh, good. I was hoping you wouldn't be.
Phew.
Okay, it is warm now. I'll give
Oh,
you that.
right, you admitted down here.
Well, it's warm because you're in the car. You're like a hot water bottle.
Yeah, I suppose I am a bit. You were really going to struggle coming down the island once we get into winter.
I'm telling you, I'm behind the caravan.
Yeah, well,
You think I'm joking? I'm not.
I'm not likely to disbelieve that. You're going to spend all of your time in the caravan as well, aren't you?
Absolutely, yeah. It'll have a window. I can keep an eye on you. You won't be entirely unsupervised.
I don't need supervision, you know. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I've just remembered something. This is the perfect opportunity to take pictures of the nice things that we see along the side of the road, like right, just got to look out for something now. But it always happens when I'm driving along that if I was the passenger, I'd be taking a picture of that right now. Hello. If you wasn't recording, I'd be having a private conversation with you right now.
What about?
Well, I'm not going to tell you because it'd be a private conversation that I can't talk to you about that other people may be surprised to hear.
Well, there you are, you see. It says a lot about our friendship that I require witnesses at most times.
There we go.
Horses!
Oh, it's too late. I don't need pictures of horses.
Do you know what I realised today when I was coming back from the giraffe?
No.
That this is Saddleworth area.
Doggy.
So up there must be Saddleworth Moor.
No, I think Saddleworth Moor's straight ahead. That's more like where we're having the meet. Oh, do you know about the meet? Are you coming along, or are you going to be? Is it going to be too early for you?
I know about it, and I'm not going.
Yeah.
It's too early.
Too early. Too early. Go on, quickly.
And there's no food.
There is. I'll have food. Oh yeah, straight across and down there. Down that one. I'm going to forget that you don't really know where you're going down to. Chicken pizza.
Rumble, script, 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 script.
We should do a song together where we harmonise it properly like a barbershop quintet, but only two of us.
Okay, what was the one that I used to do? Oh God, I can't remember what it was.
Was it a song? Was it a song that you could sing?
Yeah, it was harmonising song. I used to do it with Cheltenham and Rich. Oh!
Yeah.
You know what we could practice?
Go on.
One big titty bouncing up and down.
Two
Big titties bouncing up and down. Three big titties bouncing up and down. We're going to have to get a bigger bra. I'd forgotten about that. I'm glad I remembered now because this will be our chance.
It's not though, is it? What do you want to... Chance to do what? I thought you wanted to do the Wendy Craig thing.
Yeah, but I want to do three big titties as well. I want it all. I'm the kind of child that wanted to pass the parcel and pin the whale on the donkey.
That's the whale.
Wouldn't it be fun doing that at like a grown-up's birthday party, like your 40th, and you hired a prostitute and you dressed her up in lots of layers of clothing, and then you all sat down and she sat on everybody's lap in turn. Good morning, Mr. Magpie, how do I for kids? And when she sat on your lap, you take one item of clothing off, and the person who takes the very last item of clothing off, so she's completely naked, gets to shag her. I want to do that for my 50th.
Why not do it for 40th?
40th, that's what I meant, 40th, yeah.
I'll do it for my 38th.
Yeah. I'll get the TARDIS.
That is a jolly good idea.
It is a jolly good idea, isn't it?
Yeah. Because she's already paid for.
Yeah.
And she's, given her line of work, she's not really paid to be fussy. So it's just basically, she might actually have a preference on who she'd like to win. But it's all work anyway, so it's...
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't really matter, does it? You do come up with some rather fabulous ideas, actually.
I should be a party planner.
Yeah.
That's what I should be. I genuinely want to do that. When we get the caravan, we'll do it. Although, if it's
Hang on, do what?
If it's we'll play that game.
Oh, what, just us two?
Pass the prosy. Yeah, it's going to take some of the... it's going to take some of the
Well, the trouble is, you know, we're both much more likely to end up with what we want, depending on whether we want it or not, and it's going to be more expensive.
We could crowdfund it.
I know a man who'd approve of that.
Yeah, we both do. I rather like
Delft.
this little place.
It's cute, isn't it?
Yeah. I thought you were going to let me through for a minute, but you're not, are you?
No, of course it's not. No, oh, hang on. We sort of is. Come on,
Okay.
keep going. You're going to have to just work your way around there. He's probably looking at you now as if wondering what the bloody hell you're doing.
Gosh, thanks for your helpful advice. I've never figured that out. I don't know how I've managed driving around the world without you. Helpfully in the passenger seat. Where am I going? Round.
Straight ahead. That's in that
Criticising
way.
everything I do. And
Yeah, well, the trouble is, you got off on the wrong foot, didn't you? By criticising my driving,
well,
and then insisted that I did it all the time.
not to.
I'll drive it back if you like.
Oh God, no. No. You suffered enough.
Suffered enough.
You've got a very heavy right hoof.
I have not.
You have.
I haven't. I've got a gentle right hoof, the kind that car kicks a car's head in with the love that it needs.
Hmm.
And straight across.
It's no coincidence that you've become expert at doing heads. I know.
What do you mean? What's that got to do with it?
Well, if you drove a car more sympathetically, like what I do,
Yeah.
they might not break.
Yeah, but our bike cars are already broken.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. You just finished them off.
What's that? How do you think?
You're like putting them out of their misery.
What about doing with these?
What's the most you've ever paid for a car?
Oh, that's a good question. It's not a very interesting one, but it is a good one. That's rather depends, because the most expensive car I had was a Honda Prelude VTI, 2.2 VTI. But I never finished paying for it, and when I got halfway through, I gave it back to the finance company that was ripping me off with PPI.
Ah,
And they weren't very happy about it, but I was legally allowed to do it. And it was a good decision, because it was, ended up as being something like £11,000 on payment protection that I was never going to possibly be able to use anyway.
bloody hell.
I know.
They took your trousers and pants down, didn't they?
Well, they did it quite a lot of the time, because it was very much like, well, we don't think you get the finance unless you accept this.
Oh yeah, that whole thing.
But once you're already in there, you've already decided that you want the car. They said, yeah, we can do this for you, we can do that, and we'd like you to buy the car, and we'll do everything we can to make sure you get the finance. All that kind of sales talk.
I've got a feeling, viewers, that before too long we might encounter a railway line.
Well, we will actually.
Yeah.
You see that Jeep thing we just passed there? Is it a Jeep? That blue one?
Yes, it is.
That looks like a lion.
A lion.
Yeah, it looks like a lion.
Okay.
I've always thought that whenever I've seen one of those. And a lion's a very handsome cat, but it's not a very handsome car. In fact, it's reasonably ugly.
It's an interesting place, isn't it?
It is.
Your
And
mind.
oh, right, I see. I mean, how can you say that when the kind of things that you come up with?
Well, to me they seem normal.
So do
And logical.
so do mine. My things seem normal. In actual fact, I think they are normal. It's just that the majority of people are too embarrassed by their imagination to admit they've even got one. So they do what they can to suppress it and think normal things. Like, oh, I once walked down this road and it was a Tuesday.
What music would you like to be playing while we play past the Prussie?
And can I answer that seriously?
Yeah. Oh, there's a rather nice looking viaduct there.
Yes, there is actually. It's one I've taken pictures of many times as I've driven underneath there. So you know that you're going right, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, because you must find something that's quite familiar if you watch my videos, and I know you do because you've got nothing else to do.
I don't find it remotely familiar from your videos, but I do find it slightly familiar from when I drove here last time.
Oh yeah. You're a fan of the
That's
viaduct.
an interesting road.
Yeah, it is.
I would like to go up there.
But I'd like to go up there as well.
We'll go up there.
Are you a fan of the curious little windy, steep roads and things like that? Take you to places you never thought existed.
Biggest fan in the world.
Well, we should go explore it some one day as a treat.
We totally should.
Hebden Bridge is fantastic, right?
Sounds great.
It's a date. Now, back to the serious question.
Shall we take a hooker?
What we could do with is a company hooker.
Yes, yes, that is a brilliant idea.
Yeah, so the music.
Oh, we were talking the other week about having a female third presenter.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We could tie the two in.
Yeah, that would make a huge difference.
And we might get a discount.
Oh, hang on a minute. I mean, that would be just the kind of information that would put off that female presenter from taking us seriously.
Well, the fact that she would be expected to
Yeah.
allow us to give her an occasional podgering.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it's true that, yeah.
If you are a female who would like to experiment at YouTube presentation,
Are you expecting somebody to be still watching this?
and wouldn't object to being, mildly and respectfully podgered, then leave some details in the comments below.
Now, because I've got to know you quite well, and I know there's a bit more to come, but you just thought you'd stop there. You're going to be fussy as well, aren't you?
That's interesting, isn't it?
It's just the canal.
I like a canal, you say.
I know, I do too. You're going to be fussy
What about?
about the female that's prepared to help our channel become more successful by co-presenting and prepared to do podgering as well. you're going to start being fussy with whether she farts or not.
To be honest, given the nature of the position, I don't think I'd be in a position to be terribly fussy.
I've got an idea. I'm going to make this part of the video right now.
Okay.
Okay. Right, so we're almost at Wendy's place where we're going to pick up an item. No, keep going. For this particular car. And we've had an idea. It's a very good idea. And I will tell you about it. We're going to have to direct boat it to the next junction. So I'll tell you in a minute. I could have just stopped altogether, couldn't I? The next one. The next left. Don't run that man over. I know you thought it was a woman at first, but the moustache gave it away.
Was that a bloke?
Yeah.
Good God.
Good God. I said don't run him over. I know you didn't, but it just seemed like you was more interested in whether it was a man or a woman or not.
If you're going to run somebody over, you want to get involved with them in some way, don't you?
You want to know who you're running over.
Ideally, yeah.
If you thought it was a woman, it turned out to be a man, you'd be disappointed, wouldn't you? Right, at the end.
Well, Hole Road.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, it is an interesting one, isn't it?
No doubt there's some history behind that name.
So,
My goodness.
we've this idea that there should be a third person to this particular channel venture, and we don't want it to be another man. We'd like a lady to join us, and more specifically, a lady that can outsmart both of us.
I don't remember that bit being in the original brief.
I know, but that's probably more important than what you're thinking.
Right,
Okay,
yeah.
straight ahead. Now, is the lovely Craig going to be at home? I think he will be. Right, now go straight ahead. Right the way across there. Right the way across, mate.
Make your way right down the bus. Alright, you butler. I do. Alright, you butler. Bus in the middle of the road.
Oh shit, hang on a minute.
Oh.
I might have actually misunderstood something.
Ah. Is it the quantum theory of all things?
It might be just something.
That's quite an elevated door there, viewers. Triumph Dynamite.
Yep. Hello, mate. I'm just wondering if I've misunderstood you. Are you back home now? Did you take that thing with you? Ah, right, jolly good. I'll see you then. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Carry on.
Yep. Yeah, I thought that, because he said something about, I said, can I come and pick it up? And he said, yeah, but I'll be heading home soon. Don't go too fast along here because there are speed cameras. There's not really, but it tells you that they are. It is supposed to be a 30 limit, believe it or not. And you're talking about the way I drive. How bizarre. How curious.
I got caught out on one of my videos.
Caught out?
Yeah.
What, by one of the viewers?
Yeah, who is clearly conversant with it. I was in my 190.
Yeah.
And I was just enjoying myself when the speed limit became national speed limit deemed restricted.
Yeah.
And so I gave it a bit of hoof. And I commented, and I suddenly realised that I'd given it excessive hoof. He's done there, isn't he?
Yeah, but we're not going that. We're to his house.
Okay.
So actually, this is where we don't really want to be
right.
put in the whole.
No, we don't, do we?
So probably at this point we can turn that off so you don't post where he lives.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd like that.
Okay. We'll see you in a bit.